Hey, I just wanted to say hello and show you a quick glimpse of my toy shop. I will make a longer video in the near future, but right now I just finished putting everything where I wanted it to be, and that took a very, very long time. So, without further ado, we'll do a quick pan around. You'll have an idea of the room that I'm in, and then in future videos, we'll kind of take each um, let's just say each category of a toy that I collect, and we'll just make short videos on that. I've already tried a couple times doing the entire shop, and unless you want to sit here for over an hour hearing me talk, ramble, and forget where I'm at, then we'll just do a quick pan. Okay. So without further ado, as soon as you come into my shop, you'll be coming in that door right there. And this beautiful desk right here. Oh my god, I just painted that not too long ago. Oh my goodness. It looks like a Castle Grayskull. Love it. Do a little antiquing on this, and maybe. I don't know yet. And then we'll add some darker colors and greens and blacks, and then really make it look like the castle. But this was unintentional, but I'm so happy with it. This is my dad's workbench, and my grandfather's before him, and this is a hand-me-down. It's a super heavy, and I was able to get it out that shop door by myself, sand it, paint it, and drag it back in. And I put so much paint. I put this right here has one entire can of paint on it. I painted everything. And it's took a long time to dry, because I guess you're supposed to do it like a little bit at a time, and I did it all at once. So this thing is still like yeah, it's not supposed to do that. But I'm glad that I have these mats on here. Anywho, down below I have my crafting stations underneath my desk. This little container here holds a lot of miniatures, little tiny people, things that I need for my craftings. Dremel tool, stapler. This has got stuff in there for little tiny containers to hold broken knick-knack paddywhacks. And toolbox full of nail polishes. That's kind of like my poor man's version of cheap paint. And then, oh, that's a squeaky chair. You're going to hear that squeak a little bit. On top of my desk, I have a toy shelf. I really want this for crafting, but unfortunately, I had so many toys that I didn't know what to do with these. I ran out of space, and so I had to sacrifice my crafting shelf for now with all these toys. But I really wanted to have like my paints. Like down here I started with paints and markers and things that I would need for crafting. But then that's what the drawers are for too. And I got stuff in the drawers. So this is my desk. I'm really happy with it. On the toy desk you'll see some old vintage toys. You see a lot of McDonald toys. And just a bunch of stuff, random stuff, a lot of randoms. It's got Save Mart trucks because I work there. And then I think that's like the only tool that I'll ever have on that desk. And it came with the desk, so I'm happy to have it back mounted on there after the paint's dried. I'm really happy to have this chair. I found this at a secondhand store. That chair is super cool because I can sit up high, kick my foot up, and do my craftings on the table. I was looking for one. We had one years and years ago, but we don't have one anymore. And then when I got this place, I didn't have a chair, so I was so happy to get that. I think I paid like $5 for it, $5.99. And then on the wall there, I have my best friend. He keeps my toys safe when I'm gone. What a trooper! And I still haven't named him yet. But I got an X-Wing down there. I got a wall of toys, mostly Marvel Legends and Star Wars. A lot of my Star Wars is up there. A lot of Marvel Legends right there. But a lot of my Star Wars, you won't see very much here other than the package stuff. Everything's in my bedroom. I have two 2 bookshelves full of just vintage and then newer Star Wars stuff. So I don't have as much room as I thought I would in this toy room, but I utilize as much as I can, and so the whole house has basically become toys. But the shop here has most of them, probably about 80%. Over in this corner, I have my record player, and then some other toys back there in the corner. You'll see some Predators. Zoom in a little bit because I'm lazy. Don't want to get up. Got some Hallmark toys, Marvel Legend toys. A really cool fancy book right there. That book is so heavy I have to use 2 hands. I can't literally grip it and hold it up. It's so heavy. So it's got to be pushing maybe like, I don't know, 25 pounds or something like that. I have weak wrists. And then I use these, the guitar and a couple of these picture displays for books, records on the floor. And look at my fancy Care Bear stool. I got that from my grandma. And it just so happened she didn't know, but that is my favorite Care Bear. I don't even know who he is, but I like blue. Green's my favorite color, but blue has special. It's a long story, but I knew somebody who liked the blue Care Bear, and super nice person. So it became one of my favorite memories of that individual. So that's why I like the Care Bear. And then over here in the corner, yes, that is the corner. Oh, yes. So, give you a full span. The black shelf idea was amazing. Thank you very much. Goes all the way back to that wall. And on this shelf, I have mostly movie maniacs, movie horror, aliens, Predators. I'm really happy with this. I just completed it the other day. It has a horrible glare. I am so sorry. It does not really look that great on camera, but it is freaking sweet in the corner of my room. So that is super, super one of my favorite corners right there. And I would like to get some LEDs besides the ones that I put up on the ceiling last night. So I got lighting that goes all the way around. And on this shelf right here, I have some D&D, Gremlins. I put all my robots on one shelf. A lot of Disney. A lot of McDonald's. Oh yeah, getting some bending exercises. Oh, I hate lunges. I just thought I'd let anybody who doesn't like lunges, I will be your friend. Lunges suck. And so does stooping. And on this this shelf right here, I work at a grocery store, so everything that has a corridor like this is an aisle. This right here is my Lord of the Rings. Some Lord of the Rings and McFarlane mixed. Everywhere you'll see dinosaurs tied in with everything, because I have so many dinosaurs. And a lot of my Spawn toys. Some of these Spawns that are newer, the Mortal Kombats, anything McFarlane. I use the newer ones for wallpaper behind. Kind of makes it look a lot brighter and happier besides seeing black all the time. Down below I have some more Mortal Kombat, some Kiss. There's a lot of oddball stuff. And it's going to get dark down there because I don't have any good lighting. And I know that is a Warcraft? Yes, I think it is a Warcraft figure. One of my onlys. don't have a lot of those. I'm trying to walk without falling. Tight corridor. My last shelf on this wall. Mostly Star Trek on the top. I got some Beavis and Buttheads back there. I am Conholio. I need TP for my bunghole. And some mask toys. These are, I think, all of my mask toys. There's another figure line in there. This guy with the blue helmet and the guy orange. It's another type of toy, but they're the same scale. And then it's got some Dino Riders. Those ones came with parachutes on their back, but I like them. Anytime I find them, I buy these up more than I would love to have. I'd pay $2 or $3 for each one of those if I could. I prefer a yard sale for 50 cents, a quarter, a dime. People look at it and they're like 10 cents. It's like, yeah, okay. My Dune Worm with my two new Dunes, my Doonies. I thought I had two of those. I don't know what happened to the other one, but I hope it's doing okay. I got a large Walking Dead collection in my bedroom. Well, no. It used to be my old bedroom. My comic book room now. I'm still in the habit of trying to get in the right, calling each room by what I have it as now. My bedroom is now the master bedroom, but my original bedroom was now the comic book room, and it has a Walking Dead display in it. Walking Dead's not for everybody, but gave me a really good nightmare back in the day and got me hooked ever since. Nothing like being chased in your sleep. I got some Halo Ghosts. I got these mainly for my Stormtroopers. I thought they would make more kind of like a land speeder, since I don't have any land speeders. My gargoyles are not in the greatest condition at this current moment, but all of those have their parts and wings and tails. They're in a weapons box. I'll have those on their own shelf pretty soon. And these are some newer game toys. Not huge on Transformers, but I do have a few. Mostly the older vintage dinosaur ones. And then down here, I got some Pops. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to come in this weekend. That's my stapler. My stapler. Alright. Sorry if that was fuzzy. This is fuzzy. I know that's fuzzy. I'm going to back up slowly. This is my He-Man wall. Each shelf has vintage integrated with every other year of He-Man toys that came out, from the newer Pops to the Minis to the old vintage to the newer, and then the cartoon series that came out back in the day. A little bit of everything on every single shelf. It's kind of hard to capture it all, but there is some He-Man goodness. Some beautiful He-Man goodness going on here. Very, very sensitive about this shelf. There's a couple tie-ins, like that Green Tiger thing. I don't know what that's from, but not a He-Man, but it kind of matches with the He-Mans and makes a good rider for the sorceress, even though she can fly. And like this guy, he's not a He-Man, but he's got some cool colors, goes on with the others. Again, I used packaged toys as wallpapers in the back to hide the walls. Worked out pretty good. Okay, did I get that already? Got these cake pans. Make really cool displays. The Rock chilling out there like a jacuzzi. And then I got this guy from some video game, but he looks like a He-Man toy. I got left these pops in because they're exclusives. Exclusives from what? I don't know. It's not that important. Complete new version of Castle Grayskull. Nice. These rocks on the bottom here that are just like laying on the floor, I'm going to glue those to the bottom and make a trim. And I think that'll look really nice, kind of like castles. I got those at the 99-cent store. I'm going to go back and get 2 more because I misjudged my length. So, just to let you know, there's my desk over here. There's a door we came in. There's a big giant display of toys in the middle of the room. So that's why it's kind of hard to give you an idea. So anyway, you come in here. This is where we've been so far. Just kind of give you an idea. Right on, right on, right on. That's where we're at. And then I'm going to come over here real quick and then show you this over here. Oh man, it's really hard to give you an idea of the depth. Oops. So you can kind of get an idea what's going on. I got these 2 shelving systems that I picked up from my grandma, and she passed away. These were out in her carport, and we tried to use everything we could, kind of like integrate her things into our things. So, you know, Grandma, you know, thanks for so much for these shelves. You know, even though she's not around anymore, a little bit of her will always be a part of my collection too, because she helped me in the long run, without knowing about it, get my toy shed in order. So yeah, kind of get an idea. We'll touch this one a little bit last because there's some cool things on there, but we're still working on this wall. So all the He-Man stuff. Now we got all the Marvel stuff. And then over here we're going to have some DC stuff. And then we hit back to the desk. So on the top here, more of the newer toys for the wallpaper against the wall to hide it. Really happy about this toy. I custom made him. That is the head of Arcade put onto the body of the green big-headed guy from Incredible Hulk. He's a bad guy, scientist. He was in the movie. I don't know his name, but that toy that came out sucked. I do not like his head. So I popped his head off, which is super easy with Marvel Selects or Marvel Legends, and put that guy on there, and I nicknamed him Ginger Shot. And I just like that name for right now. So from now on, Ginger Shot is a new Marvel character. Yeah. A lot of these toys are vintage. I love the McDonald's Spider-Mans. I'll get as many as I can. But quite literally, any toy line is going to be on these shelves. From Toy Biz to Kenner, you name it. NECA. I got some pretty expensive stuff. I got some pretty cheap stuff. I just like a bunch of stuff. Spider-Man holding on for dear life. I love that new She-Hulk that came out. I'm glad it's green and not the... Oh, there's that guy's head. I do not like that guy's head. So I put him on that body because, you know, it's still a figure and I can put him... I don't know. I didn't have no reason why I put him on that body. I do not like that head. So that head was on that body, and I think that is just a way better improvement. And we wouldn't have Ginger Shot if it wasn't for this guy. So thank you for the sacrifice, sir. Love having this guy and this guy. Oh my goodness, that is just Wendigo business. These frog guys, I got about 3 of them. I'll get as many of those as I can find. One of them, actually 2 of them I got at secondhand stores, so they're starting to filter through. And one of them was in the package, one of them wasn't, but I paid full price for one. He was in the comic books years ago, And I think I have one up on the ceiling. Yeah, it's Spider-Man team up with Frogman with the bunny, the White Rabbit girl, and I got her because somewhere on the shelf here, she's somewhere back in here hiding. But I'm not gonna go look for her. But she is on one of these shelves. But I don't know who she is. Strong Guy Build-A-Figure in the back. Stan Lee custom. Put that guy from Black Widow movie, I forget his name, put his body on that Stan Lee head, and then I put Stan Lee's head on his body. So somewhere around here I have a Stan Lee in costume, which is pretty awesome. Anytime I find a really cool body that is compatible with Stan Lee's head, now that I have a couple of those Stan Lee figures, I put him on there. I even put Stan Lee's head on the Incredible Hulk, and it looked pretty good. It looked stupid, but it looked pretty good. But I liked it on that guy's body. I forget his name. I don't know. Soviet something. Russian soldier. And then one more for the bottom. Big old giant Hulk. Venom. Bootleg knockoff Incredible Hulk. Dumb looking Incredible Hulk from Infinity. And my favorite Galactus and Thing. Oh yeah. Alright. Now that we're back over here on this corner, I'm going to sit down. And we're going to start from the bottom then. Down here is my poor attempt of a bat cave. Doing some Adam West back there. I remember going home and watching that. It would come on at like 3 and 3:30 years ago when I was in school. And those were reruns. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. I love those robots. I have them in gold too. Those Batman robots. They're freaking sweet. I got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Got some Harley Quinn back there and that really bad reflection. Some Batman. Different Batmans. Got a really cool Batwoman or Batgirl. Again, using these wallpapers, toys for wallpaper. This guy right here, short story about the Red Hooded. I got him from a Walmart, and I'm pretty sure that the employee hid that because I felt like the employee followed me up to the front and I found a stash. But he put it in a place where I'm going to find it. I'm going to buy it. So I got up to the front and it wasn't even turned on yet. So I had to have the cashier at the self-service desk, you know, like the do-it-yourself register. And anyway, she had to go get a price for me. So I think I paid a little under $20 for it because I told her it was like $19.99 or something like that, and I got it for a little less, or somewhere around $20. So hard to get. Never found one again. Super happy. And I gotta be honest, as much as I love Batman, I am not a huge DC fan as I am with the Marvel. I grew up liking Spider-Man, and Superman, Batman were just about the it of it. I have adopted Green Lantern as one of my favorites. It's only because I memorized the chant. And I wear the ring every single day for the last 10 years plus. Oh, 15 probably. anyway, that pretty much sums it up for the wall there. So now we turn our attention to the middle, and all on the bottom here are my Jurassic Parks. Oh boy. Some knockoff dinosaurs, but I got a lot of Jurassic Parks. I got some Ninja Turtle stuff over here too, with a G.I. Joe tie-in, a little bit of Voltron, more G.I. Joe. I have a lot of Joes. All those are bags of Joes and their weapons. I'm just hiding them for right now. And then over here I have some more Joes. And then these are really old toys. I don't know where they're from, but I know that they're old, and I've never come across them except for this one time. My mom picked up a bag of these toys for $2 at the secondhand store, and it came with a bunch of Star Wars stuff too, so super excited. And then I have all these toys here. Wraps around up there. Oops, sorry. Okay, running out of battery. I got 5%. So we're gonna spin around real quick. So we got a lot of Star Trek stuff up on the top. A lot of ships, figures, some more Transformers, some old vintage Star Trek Next Gen. Oh, I like this one. That one's a hard one to get. Anyway, I got this middle section here, just kind of randoms. Got some Labyrinth, Rick and Morty's, Lord of the Rings, Doctor Who, Mystic Knights. Finally got my hand on one of those guys. Some dragons, Lego mini, or the mini boxes. I got 2 of them. I can't really see down there, but there are animals and dinosaurs. Okay. And then last but not least, I got a lot of dinosaurs down here. Got that guy just recently. And I'm not trying to be like competitive with dinosaurs at all, but I just have so many of these guys. It's hard to display them. They take up a lot of space. And got some Godzillas. Godzillas go all the way back in there. There's like Godzillas everywhere back in there. Love Godzillas. Got a huge G.I. Joe collection up on top, mixed in with some more Star Trek and a little bit of Star Wars. I do have a Star Wars. Hello. Oh, there you are. And then we'll come around here. Got some Amber collection, more G.I. Joe, more dinosaurs back in there. Sorry, it's so dark. And then we got some Joes. Alright, and we're probably at like 3% battery life. So anyway, that's my collection. It's going the fast track. I'd love to slow down and show you more, but unfortunately, you know, given that I have a little bit of battery life left, I'm going to have to wrap it up. And I'm kind of tired. You're probably tired of hearing me talk, but I'm just so happy that I'm able to actually do a video and send it to others can see and not everybody's going to be able to come and visit. We're still going through some hard times right now, so unfortunately, a lot of people can't come over. And this is my way of just kind of saying, hey, welcome to my house. So we will spend more time on some of the toys on each individual aisle, and then I'll also take you into a personal tour in some of my in some of the rooms inside my house, and you'll see some of my comic book collections, Star Wars collections, and pretty much some really weird stuff that I just have been holding on to for quite a few years, and now I'm able to actually put it out on display and show it off. So, thanks you, thank you so much for tuning in and spending some time with me today, and you have a wonderful night.